Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. I am super excited to share this recipe with you guys today. Today we will be making a peach crumble pie. Guys, you have no idea how this came out. It is bomb. Fire, fire. Can't wait for you guys to try it for yourselves. So, we're going to go over the ingredients for the pie filling, and later on in the video, I will show you how to make the crumble topping. So for the pie filling, you will need, of course, the star of the show, about 5 to 6 peaches. For this pie, I used 5. Try to choose peaches that aren't bruised or that they aren't too ripe or that they don't have any soft spots or bruises, because what's going to happen is your peaches are going to start softening up and releasing their natural juices in the oven, and you really don't want them to kind of get too soft and lose their bite. You're going to also need 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice, a 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, a 9-inch pie plate to bake it in, and a pie crust. I'm using pre-made pie crust that I just picked up at the grocery store. My pack brings 2. If you are making a traditional pie with a lattice topping or just the pie crust topping, you can go ahead and use both. I'll be using 1 today because I'm making a crumble topping for my pie. Now, if you want to go ahead and make your pie crust from scratch, that's going to be even better. I'm using store-bought today because it's just a time saver, and I'm doing this while my son naps. So yeah, if you can make it from scratch, even better. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely delicious. So let's go ahead and get our peaches washed, peeled, and cut up, and let's get started putting this pie together. Okay, so once you have your peaches cut up, you're going to want to place them into a large bowl where you're going to toss them gently together with your brown sugar and your white sugar. Once you toss them into the sugars and they're all coated, you're going to want to go ahead and cover this bowl and let your peaches sit for approximately 1 hour. What we're doing here is we're concentrating the juice out of our peaches so that our pie isn't watery or soupy. Hold on to this juice though. Don't toss it out because we're going to be using it to make our glaze later on. Okay guys, so after the hour has passed, you can go ahead and uncover your peaches, and what you're going to want to go ahead and do is start separating them from the juice. So just take a slotted spoon and start separating your peaches into a clean bowl. Like I said before, reserve the juice, hold on to it because we're going to be using it to make our glaze. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is take a small saucepan and set it to about a medium to medium high heat. You're going to add in the juice that we reserved from our peaches, and you're also going to add in your cornstarch together with the cinnamon and the salt. Mix this up, stirring frequently so it doesn't stick to the bottom until it comes to a boil. Now, when you're working with cornstarch, it's so important to bring things to that boiling point. Once you bring your mixture to the boiling point, the cornstarch in it is going to activate and your mixture is going to start becoming thicker and more of a glaze-like consistency. This is what we're looking for because this is what's really going to hug our fruit and our peaches and give our pie that nice filling. Now, once it reaches the consistency that we're looking for, remove it from the heat and add in your 2 tablespoons of lemon juice together with your butter. And mix until your butter is melted. Once your ingredients are fully combined, you're going to want to place your peaches into a large bowl and add in your glaze. Fold the glaze into your peaches gently so they don't lose their shape or break up. Now you want to take your rolled pie dough or your dough from scratch, and here I am just placing it in my pie plate and pinching any cracks together. Next, you're going to want to add in your pie filling. Now, let's get started putting together our crumble topping. So for your crumble, you will need a half cup of packed light or dark brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, and 1/3 of a cup of unsalted butter. I will make sure to list both the ingredients for the pie filling and the crumble in the description box below. In a small saucepan, you're going to want to melt your butter down and let it cool slightly. In a small bowl, combine your brown sugar, your cinnamon, and your flour. And then add in your melted butter. Stir with a fork until you reach a crumb consistency. Once your mixture is crumbly, sprinkle it over the top of your pie. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 and set your pie plate on a baking sheet. Sometimes when you're baking pie, the filling will kind of ooze out in the oven. So to avoid a big mess, I recommend just placing your pie plate on a baking sheet to bake it for about 50 minutes. This is what my pie looked like straight out of the oven. You are going to want to let this cool just a bit when it comes out of the oven so that your filling can set a little more. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys give this recipe a try and you love it. If you do, leave me a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to see more delicious recipes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.